Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call this meeting to order. It's right now about five seconds after, what time we start? 5:30? So if you would, please, let's stand. We're going to have a moment of prayer. Our dear Heavenly Father, Lord, you've blessed us with such a beautiful day today, Lord. Be with us as we go through this meeting. Guide and direct us in the path you would have us to go. Be with us as we try to do what's best for the citizens of this county and of this city. Be with us, I humbly pray, till the next meeting time, which is in about 2 weeks, Lord. Be with us, I humbly pray again. Thank you in your holy sweet name I pray. Amen. And while we're standing, please let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may sit down. My voice a little loud, maybe. All right. All right, we have a couple of amendments to the agenda. Number one, we are going to have an executive session this evening, which will be item D towards the end. And if I may, I'd like to move number 12, which is guests and comments, above item D, where we can have the guests and comments before we go into executive session, because executive session might last 30 minutes, it might last an hour and a half. So if anybody's got any comments, we'll go ahead and get them up front. So with that being said, I'd like to have a move and a second to accept those changes to the agenda.
Second.
Have a move and a second. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, let know by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed? Thank you. All right, that has been approved. All right. Then, agenda. At this time, under item number 6, we have employee recognition. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Denny. I tell you what, if it be your will, you want me to wait till he gets here, and then we'll do that. He's probably trying to fix his hair. I think he comes. So if y'all will bear with me, we're going to move the employee recognition to when he shows up. Then that brings us down to item number 7 on the consent agenda. Ms. Lisa, do we have anything in the consent agenda?
There's nothing at this time.
All right. There's the consent agenda. Under item number 8, under old business, do we have anything under old business?
Nothing at this time.
Nothing under old business. All right, that brings us under item number 9, new business safety discount verification form. What did I do with it? ACCG, Group Self-Insured Workers' Compensation Fund Safety Discount Verification Form. You want to give us a Reader's Digest on what this thing is?
We have to prepare a safety action plan in order to get a 7.5% discount on our workers' comp. There's a lot of money involved. So we've put together all the items that complete that form. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you very much. That being said, I need a move in a second to approve for, actually they want me to go ahead and sign this, so I need a move in a second for me to go ahead and sign this verification form.
Second.
Move in a second, any further discussion? None being, all that favor, let by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. Maybe dated for today, I'm assuming. Today is what, 16th? Hadn't moved yet, has it? All right. Now that brings us down to the finance report under item 10. I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Faye Harvey, Chief Financial Officer of Pickens County.
Thank you. The report that you'll have is for the period ending July 30th, and that is that reflects 7 months of our 2018 fiscal year budget. The expenditure budget should be 58.3% or less. For the general fund revenue collections, the total revenue collected through the end of July is $7,551,636, and then that is 28.95% of the budgeted amount. For the on the expenditures for the general government functions, expenditures to date have been $1,864,754, and that's 48.12%. For the judicial functions, the expenditures through the end of July are $1,685,234, and that is 49%. For public safety, The total expenditures are $7,589,677, and that's 56.95%. For the public works, the expenditures are $1,591,941, and that's 53.04. For the health department, the senior center and MATS program, $375,832, and that's 46.49%. For culture and recreation, the expenditures so far are $533,672, and that's 54.93%. For housing and development, $345,566, and that's 52.44% of those budgets. For the the total for the general fund expenditures are $13,986,675, and that's 53.63%, and that is 4.3% under the where the budget should be. For the enterprise funds, the water department revenues are at $1,152,310, and that's 53.75%. For the airport, expenditures are $179,620, and that's 40.78% of the budget. The line item budget reports were distributed to the elected officials and the department heads on August 8th, and I have copies of all those detailed reports if you all need to see them. Any questions?
How are you coming with the budget for next year? I know you're trying to get some numbers together from all the department heads and elected officials. Are you still getting your numbers in?
Yes, I sent out budget requests actually yesterday. They're due back into the finance department by September 7th, and then we'll put some numbers together, and we'll have budget workshops October 23rd, 24th, and 25th, I believe it is. I'll email those calendars to you all, the budget calendar.
All right. Anybody have any other questions from Ms. Fay?
Looks good to me.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Fay. Good job. All right. I saw Mr. Weaver coming in earlier. I'm going to bounce back up into item number 6 on the employee recognition. Since he's late, he probably just get one button. But if you will, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Denny.
Thank you. It has been my honor to honor our wonderful employees with years of service, and we have a big one. We have Tracy Weaver, come on up, in the fire department, 10 years of faithful service.
Thank you, ma'am. Picture time.
Turn that off.
Here, I'll stand by you. We'll all go the same way.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get up time.
That get us?
Great. Thanks, sir. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Ma'am.
All right. Got the recognition down. Now we're down to action items. We had a regular board meeting on July the 19th, 2018. Y'all have got a copy of those. And that being said, did y'all see any additions, deletions, or any mistakes we had in those items?
Last time I did it, Phil Owens jumped out and
If not, I need approval of the regular board meeting on July 19th, 2018.
Second.
Have a move and a second. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, let by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Those minutes have been approved. Things are going faster than that without the attorney here. That's working out well. All right, then we had a call meeting on July 26th of 2018. Same as before. You've got a copy of those as well as had them through the email. Any additions or deletions to those particular minutes? Y'all see any mistakes in those? If not, I need a move and a second to approve those minutes.
Second.
Have a move and a second. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, let them saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. And then, of course, we had on item number 3, we had a work session on August the 2nd, 2018. And again, you've got a copy of these minutes in your portfolio, and they were sent to you earlier through email. And do y'all see any mistakes or additions or deletions we need to have in those minutes? If not, I need to move a second to approve.
Second.
Have a move and a second. Any further discussion? None being, all that favor, let by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us down to item number B under Rezone Request. Let's see here. After reviewing the application and receiving the staff report with the recommending approval and listening to testimony from the applicant without any public opposition, the Public County Planning Commission voted 3 yes and 0 no to recommend the approval of a rezone request on the 3.5 acre surveyed area to be divided out of a total of 47.2 acre tract contained on parcel 063125. Pickens County Planning Commission now forwards this request to the Board of Commissioners for review and decision. Amend the Pickens County Land Use Ordinance map in regard to parcel 063-125 split composed of 3.5 acres to be split. Have a map parcel of 063-125 from agricultural to rural residential. And as the minutes stated, it was approved 3-4 and 0 against. So what is your will for this one?
Move we accept their recommendations.
All right, have a move to accept.
Second.
Have a move and a second to accept the recommendations of the Planning Commission. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, let know by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. All right, that brings us down to item number 2 underneath those. I'm sorry, that last one was under Saralynn DeMarcus, 3429 Upper Bethany Road from agricultural to rural residential. Item number 2 is Mr. Brian Smith with conditional use at 2315 Highway 153 connector. If I'm not mistaken, that should be pretty well close to that Dollar General store back there. All right. Amend the Pickens County Land Use Ordinance map in regard to parcels 033-147 and surveyed portion of 033-148-003 composed of 1.05 and 7.41 acres of rural residential and agricultural for highway business, and to grant conditional use of property to include wholesale trade establishment to accommodate existing business and future growth. After reviewing the application, receiving the staff report recommending approval, and listening to testimony from the applicant without any public opposition, the Pickens County Planning Commission voted 3 yes to 0 no to recommend approval of the rezone request on the total of 8.46 acres contained on parcels 033-147, which is 1.05 acre, and surveyed a portion of 033-148-003, which is 7.41 acres. The Pickens County Planning Commission now forwards this request to the Board of Commissioners for review and decision. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is your pleasure?
Move to accept their recommendations.
Second.
Have a move and a second to accept the recommendation. Any further discussion? None being, all in favor, let know by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. All right. Now then, that brings us down to item number C, under resolution to approve Dan Poole, Pickens County Joint, for the position on the Pickens County Joint Development Authority for the opening that we have there. If I may, resolution appointing a member to the Development Authority of Pickens County, whereas the Commissioner appoints members to the Development Authority of Pickens County Authority pursuant to OCGA 3662-4, and whereas the term of office for each member of the Development Authority of Pickens County shall be for 6 years, and it is hereby resolved that Dan Poole will be appointed to fill the unexpired term of John Robert Poole. The term ends to September 8th, 2019. And I need a move and a second to approve that appointment, please.
So moved.
Have a move.
Second, but I have a question. Can I ask you a
All right.
question?
We have a move and a second.
Yeah.
Any further discussion now? You can ask questions.
Okay, thanks. I didn't realize those terms were 6 years. Has it always been?
They've always been 6 years.
And that seems like long terms. What was the reasoning behind that?
That was before my time. Phil, do you remember why the terms were 6 years?
It may actually be in the Macon Act, but I'm not sure. But that's right, I think. That's how I would answer the question. But we have it. But I can look into it.
And this term here is just to fill the unexpired term of John Robert, who is wanting to step down and retire, which this term here will be over September 8th of 2019.
And Phil, also check, don't we have some that have been on there longer than 6 years? Or do you
They
know?
serve multiple terms, yes.
How many terms can they be?
There are no term limits on
I'd appreciate some information.
All right. Any further discussion? None being, I need a move and second to approve.
Second.
I think we had a move and second to approve.
We did.
So I need, all in favor, let know by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. All right. All right. Now, what we've done here, that brings us down to guests and comments, and then we're going to go into executive session. Does anybody have any comments from the individuals out? If not, y'all are welcome to stay. We are fixing to go into executive session. Mr. Landon, yeah, I think I've got you right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me finish the meeting up. We're going to have a move in a second here to go into executive session. Number one, to discuss or deliberate upon the employment, compensation, hiring, disciplinary action, or dismissal, or periodic evaluation of rating of a public officer or employee, or to interview candidates for executive positions under OCGA 5014-3B2, and to discuss or vote to authorize negotiations to purchase, dispose of, or lease property, authorize ordering an appraisal related to the acquisition or disposal of real estate, enter into a contract to purchase, dispose of, or lease property subject to the approval and a subsequent public vote, or enter into an option to purchase, dispose, or lease real estate subject to the approval and a subsequent public vote, OCGA 5014-3B1. And number three, to consult and meet with legal counsel pertaining to pending or potential litigation, settlement claims, administrative proceedings, or other judicial actions brought or to be brought by or against the county or an officer or employee in which the officer or employee may be directly involved, OCGA 5014-2-1. I need a move and a second to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second.
Have a move and a second. Any further discussion? None being all in favor, let know by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. We are going into executive session. Y'all are welcome to stay. There will not be a There will not be any conclusion on what the results of executive session are.
Can't make any representation one way or the other.
Right.
Any action after executive session.
Not after that, okay. So y'all are welcome to stay. If not, y'all have a good weekend.